Chosen one. There are ways God speaks to you that don't happen during the day. They happen when the world goes quiet and your body rests. And lately, something about your nights has been different. You wake up feeling unsettled, alert, or strangely aware. The room feels still, but your spirit feels active. An image keeps returning. A symbol won't leave your mind. A phrase echoes even though you don't remember hearing it. Here's what most people never realize. Your dreams are not random. Heaven doesn't waste imagery. God often speaks when your eyes are closed because that's when your defenses are down and your soul can finally hear. What you've been seeing isn't imagination. It's instruction. Water. Animals. Doors that don't exist in real life. Scenes that feel more real than reality itself. These are not accidents. They are spiritual briefings. Coded messages meant for those chosen to perceive beyond the surface, while others dismiss dreams as noise. If you're still here, still listening, it's not curiosity. It's confirmation. You're under divine communication. Sleep isn't just rest for you. It's activation. Tonight, we're uncovering 7 specific dreams God uses to speak to you without your conscious mind even realizing it. And once you understand them, you'll never see your nights the same way again. Every moment of this message matters. Skip one part, and you could miss a signal meant for your next breakthrough. If your spirit feels alert right now, tap the like button. Subscribe if something inside you is resonating. And comment 99, because Psalm 99 reminds us, "The Lord reigns, let the nations tremble." When He speaks, even in your sleep, darkness responds. Let's begin. Chosen one. If water has been appearing in your dreams, it's time to stop brushing it off. Water in the spirit is not decoration. It's communication. And it always carries depth. If you dreamed of drowning, gasping, or being pulled under, this isn't about fear. It's exposure. There are emotions you've been carrying quietly, wounds you've buried so deep you stopped admitting they existed. God is showing you that something inside is overwhelmed, and He's calling you back before it consumes you. But if the water was calm, still, clear, peaceful, that's not just rest. That's confirmation. It means you're aligned. Even if life feels uncertain on the outside, your spirit is moving in rhythm with His will. And if the water was violent, waves crashing, storms forming, currents dragging you forward, don't assume danger. That dream signals transition. God is dismantling old structures within you. He's not trying to destroy you. He's cleansing you, preparing you. Here's what many miss. Your reaction to the water matters more than the water itself. Did you fight it? Fear it? Try to control it? Or did you let it carry you? Because that reaction mirrors how you respond to God's movement in real life. The dream isn't just a symbol, it's a question. And heaven is waiting for your response. So next time water shows up in your sleep, don't ask what it means. Ask instead, "Lord, where are you trying to take me that fear keeps resisting?" And now we go deeper. Because if water reveals your inner world, the next dream exposes what's hiding around you. Chosen one. When a snake appears in your dream, you're not being tormented. You're being warned. The serpent doesn't come to speak. It comes to signal. If you were bitten, that venom isn't physical. It's emotional. Jealousy, betrayal, hidden hostility. Someone close carries intentions they've never spoken aloud. And where the snake bites matters. A hand means your calling is under attack. A foot means someone is trying to redirect your path. If the snake was hidden, in grass, under a bed, behind someone familiar, that's not fear. That's spiritual intelligence. It means a threat is camouflaged within your environment. But if you killed the snake, don't ignore that moment. That's victory. A battle won in the unseen while your body slept and your spirit stood armed. God sends these dreams not to frighten you, but to sharpen your discernment so you stop trusting appearances and start testing spirits. Because not every smile is safe, not every prayer is pure, and your dreams are where masks fall off. So next time a serpent appears, don't panic. Ask boldly, Lord, who is close enough to harm me, but quiet enough to hide? And stay with me, because if snakes expose deception, the next dream reveals opportunity. Chosen one. When you see a door in your dream, you're standing at a spiritual threshold. Heaven is signaling change. An open door doesn't just mean access, it means responsibility. You're stepping into something you once prayed for during a season you barely survived. Obedience determines whether you walk through it correctly. A locked door isn't rejection, it's protection. God may be shielding you from what you're not yet prepared to carry. Delay doesn't mean denial. A broken door is more serious. It signals interference. Someone or something is attempting to force access before the appointed time. It's a warning to guard your next move carefully. And if you're simply standing in front of a door, unable to move, uncertain, that dream may not be about the door at all. It may be about your readiness. You've asked for the future, but part of you hasn't stepped into it yet. So ask yourself, am I prepared to walk into what I asked God to release? And now listen closely. Because the next dream isn't about places or symbols, it's about life itself. Chosen one. When a baby appears in your dream, it's not about innocence. It's about responsibility. You're not being shown a child. You're being shown a seed, a divine assignment, a purpose small now, but powerful enough to shift lives. Holding a baby means God has trusted you with something sacred, a vision, a calling, a work designed long before you were born. But just because it's been given doesn't mean it's protected automatically. What God entrusts must be nurtured. If this message is opening your eyes, support this assignment by subscribing to the channel. We're building toward 5,000 subscribers, and every single one helps spread truth to those who are waking up. Share this message with someone who needs clarity. What God plants in you is meant to grow. Chosen one, your dreams are not random. They are instructions. And now that you see, you are responsible for what you do next. You don't just receive it. You must nurture it. You must guard it. You must be willing to fight for it. If the baby in your dream is crying, don't dismiss that sound. That cry is not disturbance. It's urgency. It's your assignment calling out because it's been delayed. Something God placed inside you has been waiting while you questioned yourself, postponed obedience, or convinced yourself you weren't ready. But heaven is no longer patient. And if the baby appeared abandoned, neglected, or left alone, that's the most serious warning of all. It means something eternal was entrusted to you and then ignored. A spiritual pregnancy left unattended. And just like a newborn in the natural, if it's not cared for, it cannot survive. This has nothing to do with physical children. This is about legacy. You've been carrying something in the spirit for a long time. You may not know how to describe it. Others may not see it. But you feel it. A pressure, a weight, a stirring that won't leave you alone. And here's what most people never understand. The enemy isn't threatened by who you are today. He's afraid of what you're about to bring forth. That's why the resistance intensified. That's why your rest has been interrupted. That's why your dreams shifted. Something is close to being born. So the next time you dream of a baby, Don't ask, "What does this mean?" Ask instead, "God, how do I protect and raise what you've placed inside me?" And now we step into a thinner place, a realm where memories speak and not every presence arrives in peace. Stay alert. Chosen one, some dreams whisper, and some cut straight through you. When someone who has passed away appears in your dream, it's not always memory replaying itself. You're not just remembering, you're being summoned. For a brief moment, the veil lifts, and the eternal brushes against the living. This isn't always grief. Sometimes God uses familiar faces to bypass your logic and reach the part of your soul that still listens without resistance. Maybe they spoke. Maybe they only looked at you. Maybe they said nothing, and yet you woke up overwhelmed. That wasn't emotion alone. That was communication. God may be closing a wound you never healed. He may be releasing understanding you were never given. Or he may be delivering instruction your waking mind would have argued with. In some cases, these dreams are ancestral signals, confirmation that a generational assignment has landed with its final carrier, you. But hear this clearly. Not every appearance is holy. The enemy imitates. He disguises. He borrows familiar forms to confuse and distract. So how do you discern the difference? Not by what is spoken, but by what remains. If the dream leaves peace, clarity, or conviction, heaven was present. If it leaves fear, confusion, or fixation, it was a counterfeit. This is why discernment matters. You are not just a dreamer, you are a gatekeeper, and not every spirit deserves access. So ask with authority, not emotion. Lord, was this your voice, or a shadow wearing a memory? And now we shift again, because the next dream doesn't visit the past. It shakes your present. Brace yourself. Chosen one, there is a dream that doesn't unfold slowly. It hits. You're falling. Suddenly. Violently. Your body jolts awake. Your heart races. But this isn't anxiety. It's interruption. When God allows you to fall in a dream, He isn't punishing you. He's repositioning you. You may be gripping something He never intended you to manage alone. A role, a relationship, an identity you've already outgrown. And instead of releasing it, you've been holding tighter out of fear. Sometimes the fall is mercy. God dismantling what's unstable before it collapses completely. Other times, He lets you fall just enough to show you this truth. He still catches you. What felt like failure was formation. What felt like loss was a reset. Falling doesn't always mean danger. Sometimes it means separation. From pride, from ego, from control, from a version of yourself that was never meant to last. So don't ask, why am I falling? Ask instead, what foundation is God removing so He can rebuild me on truth? Because when everything drops away, one thing remains. He is still your ground. But what happens when the fall ends and you still feel watched? Stay with me. Chosen one, this final dream doesn't come with chaos. No monsters, no motion, just awareness. You feel observed, not by a person, not by anything you can name, but by something present. The room feels heavy. The air feels charged. You feel known. This is not paranoia. This is awakening. You've crossed a threshold. You are now visible in realms you were once hidden from. When destiny marks someone, both heaven and hell take notice. Angels observe growth. Darkness studies patterns. The atmosphere itself responds. And here's what matters most. You're not being watched because you're weak. You're being watched because you're dangerous. Your authority is increasing. Your influence is forming. Your next decision could unlock generational change. This dream is not intimidation. It's confirmation. You are no longer operating in obscurity. So when you feel those unseen eyes, don't shrink, don't retreat, stand firm. Because that awareness means this: your time to move, speak, and lead has arrived. You've been noticed. Now, live like it. And before we close, hear this final truth, the one that connects every dream you've had. What you called dreams were never random. They were blueprints, encrypted instructions, night visions carrying divine direction. While others sleep without awareness, you are being trained, marked, prepared. God has been speaking to you all along, when your mind was quiet enough to listen. So tonight, don't lie down casually. Rest with expectation. Sleep with intention. Because the called do not merely dream, they receive direction. Declare it now in the comments. God, speak to me while I sleep. And if this message awakened you, share it with another chosen one. The called recognize each other. They activate one another. This channel feeds the spirit, not the noise. And now that you know the truth, you will never sleep the same way again. Amen. Chosen one, what you are experiencing is not random, and it is not your imagination. Something has shifted in the unseen, and your spirit feels it before your mind can explain it. That restlessness, that heaviness mixed with anticipation, that sense that life can no longer stay the same. This is not confusion. This is transition. God does not awaken people without intention. When He stirs your spirit, it means movement is required. You are not being disturbed. You are being summoned. The season you are leaving can no longer hold what you are becoming. That is why familiar paths feel empty and old routines feel draining. Your soul has outgrown them. You were never created to blend in or follow systems built on fear and survival. You were formed to carry vision, to build, to lead, and to create impact. That is why forcing yourself into places where you are unseen has always felt painful. Your spirit knows it was made for more. If you've been feeling pressure lately, understand this. Pressure does not come to crush what is worthless. Pressure comes to reveal what is valuable. Something inside you is being refined, strengthened, and prepared for visibility. Heaven is shaping you for responsibility, not comfort. Many chosen ones struggle in silence because their assignment doesn't look like the world's version of success. But divine callings rarely make sense in the beginning. They are recognized by discomfort, resistance, and an inner pull that refuses to go quiet. If you've tried to ignore it and failed, that's because it's real. God is calling you to stop shrinking your gift to fit places that were never designed for you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are being aligned. And alignment often feels like loss before it feels like clarity. There are doors that didn't open because they were beneath your assignment. There are relationships that faded because they could not go where you are going. This is not punishment. This is protection. Chosen one, your provision will not come from chasing what drains you. It will come from obedience to what fuels you. When you walk in purpose, resources respond. Not overnight, not without faith, but with certainty. You are not here to survive. You are here to build, to heal, to speak, to create, to awaken others by simply being who you were designed to be. And that is why the resistance increased. Because what you carry has weight. If your spirit feels activated right now, take it seriously. This is your confirmation. Heaven is watching your response. Small steps matter. Saying yes matters. Beginning matters. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Move with what you have. What starts small in your hands becomes powerful in alignment. You were chosen for this moment, and the shift you feel is not ending something. It is introducing you to who you were always meant to be. Stand up, stay aware, and move forward.